and welcome to our interactive webinar on optimizing inventory control with Odoo, best practice and strategies. I'm excited to dive deep into the world of inventory management and explore how Odoo can help businesses streamline their operations and achieve better control over their inventory. So let's get started. I'm Dee and I'm the Odoo sales admin. I also handle some of our existing accounts. I've been deeply involved in the sales operations of Odoo, and I've been working at Target Integration for nearly a year now. And in that year, I've gained valuable experience in understanding customer needs, tailoring solutions, driving successful implementations. I'm thrilled to be part of this webinar where it can contribute to the discussion on optimizing inventory processes with Odoo. And I will now hand the mic over to Akash.
Thank you, Dee. Hello, everyone. I'm Akash Raghav, and I'm working as Senior Software Consultant in Target Integration with over 4 years of experience in the industry. I have had the opportunities to work on various software projects and collaborate with diverse teams. I'm passionate about leveraging technology to solve complex business problems and optimize processes. And I'm very excited to be part of this webinar and share my insights with all of you.
Perfect. Thank you, Akash. So I will now go through a quick presentation just to give you a bit of insight about who we are, and then I will just go through a little bit about the software Odoo. So just bear with me there while I share my screen. So yeah, I'll just go through a bit about who we are and what we do. So to summarize who we are in 3 words, we are digital adoption specialists. And we've been around since 2008. Target Integration was set up by our CEO, Rohit Thakral, with the goal every business should be able to leverage the full power of their business insights. So we're based globally. Our main office is in City West campus in Dublin. We have recently opened up an office in Belfast and Cork. We have 2 offices in the UK, Birmingham and Oxford. We have offices in India. We have an office in the United States, and our development center is in Greece. Together, we provide a perfect mix of quality and value. So what do we do at Target Integration? Target Integration is an ISO certified solution-driven company. Oh, apologies. As I mentioned, we've been around for 15 years. We help businesses achieve their full potential by digitalizing their processes. So we have over 4,300 customers globally. We've completed nearly 6,000 projects. We have around 130 people working in Target Integration, and we have 11 offices located in 4 countries. So here are some of the partners that we work with. As you can see, like I know this webinar is solely based on Odoo, but we do work with other softwares as well. And here are some of the services that we offer. So we offer fully secure data migration. We offer personalized on-site and off-site training. We offer consultation, guidance, and support. We offer an independent opinion to help you select the right vendor. We offer software implementation. We offer custom software development to cater to your individual business needs. And we also offer mobile app development. So here is a small snapshot of the team. You can see Akash and I. Now, why would you choose us? So our focus is to find the right solution. As I mentioned, we're technology independent. We're experts in business processes. We focus on getting the maximum out of the software so that the best business insights and analytics are available to you. And we offer in-house technical support. And here are some of our client testimonials. Both of these clients are currently using Odoo. So our first client testimonial by Eamon Wilson, who is the Managing Director of Promoware. And just to give you a bit of background knowledge about Promoware, Promoware is an Irish company and they create personalized clothing for organizations and retailers. So the company contacted Target Integration as they wanted to move away from their legacy system. They are now currently using Odoo to manage their business processes. And since they have started using Odoo, the company's operations were significantly improved. And our next testimonial is from Roy Burney, who is the Operations Director of KP Combustion. KP Combustion are a leading supplier, installer, and servicer of boiler process plants and combustion equipment. When KP Combustion contacted Target Integration, some of their processes were quite manual. They were using paper documents and they were using a number of applications to run their business. KP Combustion are now using Odoo for their CRM, sales, purchase, and inventory. And since they've started using Odoo, their business operations have significantly improved. This is just a snapshot of some of our happy clients, some of them using Odoo and some of them using other software, but all implemented by Target Integration. Now we move on and we will just speak a little bit about Odoo. Odoo is a powerful piece of software. It is an all-in-one business management software. So it's app-based. So it has an app for as you want when you need it. It has an app for CRM, invoicing, marketing, HR, you name it. Odoo has it. It's an open source system as well. And since it is open source, it makes it very easy to integrate with other softwares, whether it's through the use of customizations or APIs. So here are just some of the benefits of Odoo. So it has a large network of, there's a large network of Odoo partners and a huge community. It's modular, so it can fit a small business to a large business with 300,000 users. One thing that Odoo prides itself on is how user-friendly it is. And it's constantly up to date. Odoo release a new version every year. And here are some of the key figures. So Odoo currently employs over 2,500 employees. As I mentioned, they have a large network of partners, so 4,500 partners. It has one of the largest application libraries. It has a 67% yearly growth. At the moment, they currently have over 8 million users, and it's used in 180 different countries. And here are, as you can see here, the positioning of Odoo. It's high and to the right where any software would like to be, as it combines the use of CRM and ERP. You can add more apps and customize your database whenever you want according to your needs. And as I mentioned, Odoo evolves fairly fast because they do release a new version every year. So this webinar is solely based on inventory management, but here are some of the ways that you can manage your business processes in Odoo. And Odoo is, Target Integration is an Odoo partner in the UK, Ireland, and India. And here are some of the companies that use Odoo. I'm sure some of these companies will be familiar to everyone. Now, thank you for listening. Now, we will move on to the exciting part of our webinar, where we will have a live demonstration of inventory control with Odoo. Akash will showcase some of the key features and workflows that will help you optimize your inventory management.
So we will begin the webinar by covering fundamental inventory concepts such as establishing warehouses, defining locations, and creating products. Our primary objective is to demonstrate stock movements within the system using these products. So as you can observe on my screen, several applications have been installed, but our main focus will be on the inventory management. However, we will explore sales and purchase to understand the inflow of and outflow of the inventory. So as you all know, inventory management revolves around warehouses, which serves as the foundation. So essentially, a warehouse is a physical location with a specific street address. So with Odoo, you have the flexibility to create multiple warehouses and transfer inventory between them. So how do we do this? So in order to create multiple warehouses or warehouses in the Odoo, I will go to my inventory application. And this is my dashboard where I will see I have created one warehouse and there are several operations related to that. For example, receipts are the incoming shipments. So whenever you purchase something, all the incoming shipments related to the stock movement will be listed under receipt. Internal transfer, like if you are moving stock from one warehouse to the other or one location to other, is the internal transfer. And delivery orders, when you deliver the stock out to your customer from the sales, so that is delivery orders, and all those orders comes into each and every section. Now, in order to create warehouse, I will go to configuration, warehouses, and let me create a new warehouse quickly for you. So I will call it as maybe Odoo warehouse 2, and I will give it a short name as WH2. And now from here, you can, based on your business requirements, we can configure the system in such a way that if you are doing a two-step incoming shipment, like before receiving the goods in, you do a quality check and then receive the stock in. So that can be managed by the warehouse settings. Now, as you all know, warehouse is a location where you store goods, and inside a warehouse, there are multiple locations associated to it. So now my one warehouse is WH stock and my other warehouse is WH2 stock. So these are the two locations specified for the warehouse. And in Odoo, we can create multi-level locations. Like multi-level locations means is we can create a location and a location within a location. So if I go into configuration locations, I have created some areas, like in my warehouse, I have area A, area B, and same way I can go on creating other child locations. I will quickly create one location. Let's suppose rack A, and I will say it falls under warehouse 2 stock. And my location type is an internal location because we store goods in that location, and I will save it. So this is how easily we can create multiple location. We can have the hierarchy, like who is the parent, who is the child, and so on. We can create all the locations in Odoo. Now, coming back to the products. So I will go to my product master. I have created 2 of the products, and I can quickly create a new product. I will click on new, and I will give a name to my product. I will add a picture and I will save it. So this is how quickly I can create a product in Odoo. Then I can define the sales price, I can define the cost, customer taxes, and all the other basic details. The main thing to focus here is the product type. So we are having 3 types of product type in Odoo. So storable product means it is a physical product and you want to manage the inventory in Odoo, like the stock levels and everything. Service, on the other hand, is like delivery charges or maybe shipment charges. So those are classified as service. And consumable are again a physical product, but for that type of product, you don't want to manage the inventory in Odoo. For example, nut, screws, bolts. So those can be classified as consumable. And the other thing to keep a notice on is unit of measure. So we can have different unit of measures, like if you classify a product in, for example, kilograms or liters, so that we can specify from this drop down here itself. Once this is done, we have, like, this is a form where we can fill some information. Like this will also act as a dashboard for me. Dashboard in the sense, from this page, I can see how much unit, like how much quantity of that particular product I am having on hand. Forecasted, on the other hand, is like a forecasted unit. Basically in Odoo is, Odoo tries to calculate like how much quantities on hand you will have after a certain period of time. So how forecast is calculated, it takes into consideration on hand quantity plus all the quantities that are going to come in through confirmed purchase orders, and it subtracts all the deliveries that are going to be done out from the system. So if there is any confirmed sales and you haven't made the delivery, so those will go into the outgoing stock, and it will try to calculate the forecast value of that particular product. Then we have something called reordering rules. So this is a very powerful feature of Odoo. So we can maintain minimum and maximum levels of stock. So as soon as a particular product goes down a below quantity, let's suppose we have mentioned minimum quantity as 10. So if it goes below down 10, Odoo will automatically try to create a PO or a replenishment for that product. I will try to cover these features in the later part of my presentation. Now, I will go back to my product listing. So you can see now in my database, there are 3 products. So, and all of these products are 0 on hand. So you can see on hand quantity 0. So let's start by purchasing one of the product which we just created, which is Nerf Rival 700. So I will quickly jump into my purchase application. I am creating a RFQ, which is a draft PO in Odoo. I will select my vendor. I will select my product, and I will say how much quantities I'm going to buy, and a unit price. I will just give 50 for now. And you can see from the status, it shows RFQ, which is a draft PO. From here, we can send it by mail to our vendor. For now, I'm just confirming it. So once I confirm it, you can see the status gets changed to purchase order, and there is one receipt generated for me. Receipt is nothing but an incoming shipment document by which the inventory team can go in and they can mark like out of 15 how much they have received, and they can tick the boxes and mark that these products have been received in the system. So let me go back to my inventory dashboard. And now, because we created one other warehouses, so all the operations related to those that particular warehouse are listed here, like receipts, internal transfer, delivery orders. And you can see in Odoo warehouse 1, there is one receipt which is showing as 1 to process. This is the receipt that was just generated from our PO. So I will open my receipts. So you can, from here, you can see extra information like the document number, the source document, like it was generated from PO like which purchase order and who was my vendor. So I will quickly go into this. Now you can see the demand is 15. So let's suppose our vendor is sending us only 10 of the quantities, and the rest the vendor will send it maybe next week or maybe a month after. So I can click on these lines to register how much quantities I'm receiving. I will say I'm receiving 10 out of 15, and I will confirm. So once I confirm, you will say demand is 15, done is 10, and then I can validate. This is my button. This is the button which will validate this move, and the products will move from a vendor location to a stock location. Now, and if I click on validate, you will see a error message like this that create back order, because you can see the demand was 15 and we are just receiving 10. So Odoo is asking, do you want to create a back order for the remaining quantities for the vendor? So what I will do, I will for now mark it as 15. If I would have created a back order, it would create another order to receive the remaining 5 of the quantities from our vendor. So I'm receiving it fully. I will validate. And now if I go back into my products, you will see Nerf Rival on hand 15 units. Now, let me deliver some of the goods of this particular product to a customer. So I will jump into my sales application. I will create a new quotation. I will select my customer Globex Limited. I will add my product Nerf Rival, and let's suppose I'm selling 10 of the quantities. So I will confirm this sales order. And now, as I mentioned earlier, once we confirm a sales, it generates a delivery for me. This delivery is the out document, which is which the inventory team can go and see from the inventory application, and they can deliver the goods out. So I will go back to my inventory application. But before that, I want to show you a report, which is a stock report in Odoo. So I will click on I will go into reporting, stock. And here you will see I am having my product Nerf Rival 700. It says on hand 15, free to use 5, and outgoing 10. Why outgoing 10 is because we just created a sale order of 10 of the quantities, and those 10 got reserved for that particular sale that I have to deliver to Globex Limited, and 5 are free to use for future orders. So if any order comes now, I can only allocate 5 of them. So in order to deliver, I will go to my delivery orders. I will open my delivery order, which is this WHOut001, and you can see this product is going from warehouse stock. There are 10 reserved, and I can say I am delivering 10 out of my system, and I am validating this. So as soon as I validate this, my 10 quantities from warehouse have been moved to the customer location. And now Odoo is a like a double inventory management system. So we will not have stock out of blue anywhere in the system. So I will show you what I'm telling about is I will go into reporting, and I will go to moves history. And here you will, this is the entire moves history. So here you will see that first we brought in the product. So it came from vendor location to our stock location, 15 units. And then we just delivered. So another move has been created in our history that says WH stock to partner customer. So always in Odoo, there would be a like a double entry for a particular move, like from and to location would be there. So Odoo is using partner locations and virtual locations to accommodate this need. Like in this case, you can see it came in from a partner vendor location to our stock, and then it moved out from stock to that customer. Now, I will go back to my reporting stock. So you can see I'm still having 5 units on hand, which are free to use. So let's suppose I created my 2 warehouses and my second warehouse is asking for that remaining quantity, or like that particular warehouse, there is a need in that warehouse and I want to transfer this particular product to my second warehouse. So for that, we can take help of internal transfer. So I will create a transfer. I will say I'm delivering from warehouse stock to my second warehouse, which is WH2 stock. I will select my product, Nerf Rival 700, and I will say the demand is 5, and I can save this. Once I have saved this, I will click on mark as to do, and this will move into a ready status. And out of those 5 which were free to use, those 5 have been reserved here, that we have to deliver it to our second warehouse. And once this has been delivered, we can say done. We can mention how many quantities we have delivered and validate this. So this easy it is in Odoo to deliver from one warehouse to other warehouse the stock. Now, I will go back to my products. So this was my first process, which I want to show, that we first bought in some products and delivered it out, and then also moved it internally within the warehouse. So in the same way, when we moved it internally within our warehouse, like within 2 different warehouses, we can move it between separate locations in the warehouse. So for example, the product is stored in a storeroom and you want to move that product to first floor or second floor in your warehouse maybe. So in that circumstances, we can use internal transfer in Odoo to move that. Now, I will show you a feature which is called reordering rules, which we covered shortly in our initial conversation. So I will take my second product, which is Nerf Dominator Zombie Strike. So in this product, what I have done is I have assigned it as a vendor. So I have given a vendor this particular product I buy from a Nerf vendor and at a price of 50. And I can put in a vendor product name, vendor product code. So let's suppose you are calling this product as Nerf Dominator Zombie Strike, but it may be a case where your vendor is calling it differently, or he is maintaining a different product code. So we can maintain that also in Odoo here. Then we can mention the delivery lead time, like how many days it takes this product by this vendor to deliver it to you. Now, I have not set up a reordering rule, but we will set it up now so you can follow me. So before that, I will go into my inventory tab and I will show you the routes feature here. So these are my routes. So I have selected buy. So, and there is one more route, which is replenish on order. So what is replenish on order is, so it is make to order or make to demand. So as soon as the demand comes, then only Odoo will go and automatically create a purchase order. So there are 2 ways how we can do a automated replenishment in Odoo. One is reordering rule, which works on the minimum and maximum stock levels. And the other is this replenish on order, which is MTO, make to order. So for this particular process, I will first show you how reordering rule works in Odoo. So I have selected up a route as buy. Why buy? Because when a reordering rule is triggered, we need to tell Odoo what to do. So once a quantity goes below the minimum quantity, it will trigger a buy route, which means it will try to create a purchase order, and that purchase would be for my vendor. So I have set up everything. I have set up my vendor, I have set up my route, and also in Odoo we can track the product. So if let's suppose this product is tracked by lot number, so we can select lot numbers, or we can go with no tracking, or if it is a product for each quantity, if you want to track it by unique serial number, we can do that in Odoo. So for this particular example, I will go by lots. And if you are in a medical industry or like in medicines, you do deal with expiration dates. So if I select expiration dates, I will have 4 different type of dates. How those work, I will explain in the upcoming webinars. So I just wanted to let you know that we can also maintain the expiration dates in Odoo. Now, I will save this. So on the top here, you can see reordering rules. So I will go into my reordering rules. I will create a new rule which says in this location, which is my warehouse first, if the product goes below 25, try to procure them and procure up to 50. So my minimum quantity is 25 and maximum quantity is 50. So let's suppose if the product goes below 25 and the on hand stays at, let's suppose 20. So it will create a PO for 30, and that quantity is the quantity to reach up to the maximum quantity. Now, this is how we set up reordering rules. We provide minimum quantity, maximum quantity. And if I go back to my product, one more cool feature I want to show here is put away rule. So let's suppose you are having a big warehouse and there are multiple locations, 100 of locations, and you have already you have already defined your products in such a way that once you receive that product, it goes into a particular location. So that can be done in Odoo by put away rules. So if I open my put away rules, I have already created a rule that once this product arrives in my warehouse stock, store it into a sub location called area A. This can be any location like rack 1, rack B, rack C. So we can store it to sub location automatically. Now you can see this product is having 0 units on hand and my minimum is 25. So the rule will be triggered and it will reach up to 50. So it will create a PO for the to reach to the maximum quantity, which is 50 in this case. So how Odoo works in the backend is there is something called scheduler, which runs every once in 24 hours, and it checks if reordering rule needs to be triggered, if like the quantity has gone below the minimum quantity, and it try to procure the products. But for this demo, I will manually run it. So I will go into operations, run scheduler, and I have run this scheduler manually for now, but it automatically runs once in a day. Now once I have run this scheduler, if I go into my purchase application, I would see there is one PO created for me for a Nerf vendor, and it is sitting in RFQ. So if I open this, you will see it was having that 50 quantities which needed to be ordered based on my reordering rules. And it has picked up the unit price and everything correctly from the product setup, which I did. Now I will confirm this order. And now I will go back to my inventory, because you are familiar with the process now. Like as we confirm a PO, it creates a receipt in Odoo. So I will go to my receipts. I will open that receipt. Now, because you remember we are tracking this product by a lot number. So let's suppose I forgot to provide a lot number. So if I validate, you will see it gives an error that you have to provide a lot and serial number for the products, because this product was we have enabled traceability, and without providing a lot number, Odoo will not let us proceed. So I will click on my 3 lines. I will say I'm adding a line and my lot number is, please note here that 2 location is warehouse stock by default. But as soon as I create a line, it will automatically change to that particular rack A, rack B, rack C, which are defined on the put away rules. So let me provide a lot number, that my lot number is 001 and my quantities are maybe out of 50, 30 I have received. So as soon as I click, you can see automatically it got changed to warehouse stock area A. Why area A? Because we have already configured a put away rule. So as soon as I'm receiving, so Odoo is trying to calculate that as soon as you have received this product, this has to move to a area A in this example. So this is where put away rules comes into play. Now, if this product out of 50 quantities, there are multiple batches which are coming in. So we can add a line and we can say there is one lot number 2, which is having remaining 20 units or 10 units. But for now, I will assume that all the 50 units were in lot 001. Once this is done, I will hit confirm and then validate. So once this is validated, if I go and check my location report, it will show me that Nerf Dominator Zombie Strike is sitting in warehouse stock area A in lot number 001, 50 on hand quantities. Now, what I will show you now is how to deliver a product which is traceable by lot number. So let's suppose a customer comes and he say, deliver me, or like I would like to place an order for 30 of the units. So I will go and jump into my sale application, create a quotation quickly. I will select my customer, add my product. Not this one, and I will say 30 units. So as I have created a quotation, I will confirm this, which will turn into a confirmed sales order. And from here, you will see a delivery is created. So I will go back to my inventory application. I will open my delivery orders. ready. And you can see it has automatically reserved from stock area A and lot number 001 30 units. So how Odoo is working is Odoo is working on FIFO mechanism. So first in, first out. So whichever lot came in first, it is allocating that particular units from that lot to the delivery order. Again, this can be configured, like we can manage it by FEFO, like first expiry, first out. So if you are in medicine business or maybe food business, if you want to deliver the ones which are expiring first, Odoo will work in that way and it will reserve the lot which is going to expire first. Now, once it has reserved, I can mark the done quantities, but there is one quick way. I can simply go and validate. So Odoo will say you have not recorded done quantities yet, but by clicking on apply, Odoo will process all the quantities, which means in this case, reserved are 30. So if we are going to apply, it will deliver all the 30. So apply, done and dusted, and my delivery has been done. 30 units from lot 1 have been delivered to the customer. Now, there is one more report in Odoo dedicated to lot and serial numbers. So if I go into products and if I go into lot serial numbers, you will see all the lot numbers here grouped by the products. So we received lot 001. So if I open this report, you will see an entire history of that particular lot in this report. So from which purchase order this lot came in, on which sale order this lot was moved out, and what is the traceability. So if I open the traceability, you will see a report like this, that on 5th of July, it was moved from vendors to area 850 units, and then we have delivered from area A to customers 30 units. And this is the document reference. Document reference, like what was the delivery order, what was the receipt. So this is how reordering rule works. Like we can set up minimum quantities and as a safety stock, and once it goes below, Odoo will automatically trigger a PO or a MO. That depends upon the product setup. Now, let me show you an example quickly on MTO, how MTO works, which is make to order or replenish to order. So I have one product which is Nerf Crossfire Bow. So if I open this product in inventory, I have set it up as replenish to order, which means until and unless a sales order or a demand comes, we will not purchase it. So once a demand came in, then only Odoo will automatically create a PO for it. And I have also defined a vendor for it, like who is my preferred vendor. I can create multiple vendors and assign those price list here. So now let me create a sale order quickly for this product. So I will go into new quotation, select my customer, add a product. I will add my product and I will say maybe 40 units I'm going to purchase. So as soon as I confirm this sales order, from here itself, you can see there is one delivery generated and one purchase generated. So you can see how Odoo triggered a purchase order from a sale order itself, because this product was an MTO, like make to order or replenish to order. So as soon as Odoo registers a demand, like 40 units demand came in from a customer, it automatically went into and created a purchase order. So I can jump to my purchase order from here itself. Okay, so you will see that this was generated from one sale order, and I can hit confirm. And as you are familiar with the process now, I can receive products directly from here or from the inventory application as well. So under inventory, I will see this receipt in the receipt section, or I can just click on this button, receive products, and it will navigate me to that particular receipt. So let's say we have received 40. So I will say done is 40 and validate. And now once this has been validated, if I go into my sales order, and now if I open my delivery, you will see this went into ready, and all those 40 units which we just purchased or just moved in our stock, those have been automatically reserved here, because that particular purchase order was for this sale order, because it was a make to order. So it automatically got reserved here, and once I have delivered it to the customer, I can say, okay, I have delivered 40, and I can simply validate. Now there are other areas here, like we can, like once your customer returns that particular product back to you due to, like maybe it was damaged or something, I can hit return and I can mention how many quantities I'm going to return, and it will create a return for me to receive it back into the stock. And I can also print this delivery slip and picking operation and send it and assign it to a guy who is going to particularly like take that receipt and go into your warehouse and see what he needs to pick. So if I print a delivery slip, this is how it will look like. And now going back to my product page. So yeah. So I think that's it for this webinar.
Thank you, Akash. I think we will leave the Q&A section there now. And if anyone has any other questions, we can respond to them by email. I'm just going to share my screen again, just with our contact information, just for anyone. So you can contact us through email. You can go onto our website, or you can always call Target Integration as well. So thank you all. I hope we were able to provide you with valuable information and solutions to enhance your inventory control with Odoo. So we have reached the end of our webinar on optimizing inventory control with Odoo, best practice and strategies. I hope you have found this session informative and practical. Remember, with Odoo's comprehensive features and the implementation of best practice and strategies, you can take your inventory management to the next level. Thank you all for joining us today. And as I mentioned, if you have any further questions, you can contact us, you can call us, you can email, whatever you prefer. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akash.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.